The name's Bond. James Bond.
Hey, welcome back to James's Classic Movies. James with you again today. That was a great intro, don't you think? Of course, you know, throughout the 7 people who played Bond, I mean, you choose your own who you thought was the best one. But for my money, it was Pierce Brosnan. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But anyway, let's give you a little history on the Bondo films here. In 1953, British novelist Ian Fleming introduced the character James Bond in Casino Royale. Certainly, the Bond character was based on several secret agents and commandos that Fleming knew. And, of course, he based the Bond character on those agents. Several people, as I mentioned before, played James Bond, and we're going to go ahead and give you a list of those people if you don't know them by heart already. And those agents, yeah, we can call them agents, they're 007, for Christ's sake. Starting off with Sean Connery in 1962. And then David Niven played Bond in 1967. George Lazenby played him in 1969. And, of course, Roger Moore in 1973. Timothy Dalton in 1987. And, of course, my favorite one, Pierce Brosnan in 1995. Daniel Craig would go in for 5 movies in 2006. And, of course, the new movie coming out, and, it's been moving around in here in 2024. The 26th movie in the Bond collection is to be played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. Now, you'll remember Mr. Johnson from the Harry Potter franchise. That's right. He played James Potter, Harry Potter's father. And now he's slated to be the new James Bond. Let's take a look at some of these Bonds over the years, and let's enjoy this little bit of footage. We'll be right back.
I admire your luck, Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Not everybody needs a hobby.
So what's yours?
Resurrection.
Look after Mr. Bond. See that some harm comes to him.
You have a nasty habit of surviving.
Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Do I look like I give a damn?
To us, Mr. Bond, we are the best.
Bond, I need you back.
I never left.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That's pretty good footage. Now, again, as I say, Pierce Brosnan here is my all-time favorite Bond. Ever since I saw him on Remington Steele, I've always asked myself, why in the heck don't they make him James Bond? I mean, he looks more like James Bond than any of them. But, I'm not the director. I'm sure you have your favorites, Sean Connery or Daniel Craig, pictured in front of us here, along with Pierce Brosnan, or Roger Moore, or whoever. But they were all good in their roles. And now, upcoming now will be a new a Bond character, taking over the role of James Bond for Daniel Craig, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Take a look at this. As you will remember, Aaron Taylor Johnson was in the Harry Potter franchise. He played James Potter, Harry's father. Did a great role in that, and I'm sure he'll do a great as James Bond. We look forward to seeing him in the 2024 Bond film, which will be the 26th movie in the Bond collection, and slated to come out in sometime in 2025. As far as the information I just gave you on the film, that's all I have. They won't release a title or any further information, and if I do hear of something, I will certainly pass it on to you. Like I say, I now have all the Bond films. I was looking forward to get them and wanting them since they came back out on VHS, but for one reason or another, I was unable to get all of them. I laid hands on a couple of them. But anyway, long story short, we want to thank you for joining us today. And also, I want to say a very special thank you to my subscribers for getting us up to 1,000 subscribers. That is a great stone and a feather in my cap, if you say. Actually, it's a feather in all of our caps because we do this together. It's not only as me, but it's you also joining us for these films. But until next time, I'm James with James's Classic Movies. Thank you. And we'll see you next week for another classic. We hope you'll join us. Until then, bye-bye.